Okie dokes, we're going to have a go at making one of these. A three-dimensional head. Got some shape to it there. Okay, it can be based upon anything you want on an original picture, if you want it to be, or you can come up with your own particular idea. The basis of whatever you do is going to be based upon one of these masks stuck upon a piece of card to start with. So something like that, you get your basic face shape there. These are very useful things to use, because when people have done this in the past and they come to the nose, they don't always look at the profile, and the noses tend to be very flat when they do them. But if you're working on this actual mask here, you've got your nose shape there, which is really good. Now, for my particular model that I'm going to make, I'm going to base it on my original picture of myself looking particularly handsome there. Okay, I'm going to base it on that. So what I've actually done before making a start is I've cut the mask across there, moved it down, stuck it down with the glue gun, and then I've got some of this wonderful mesh stuff, this stuff here which cuts dead easy with a pair of scissors, to build up that shape round there, and just stuck it down with glue. How do we then make it look solid so that we can eventually decorate it? Well, we use this stuff, and it's called Modroc. And Modroc is basically bandage soaked in plaster of Paris. And what you have with you is a bowl of water. You chuck your Modroc in. You don't need to leave it in for long, because you can see there how it goes floppy straight away. And then quite simply, you start to build it up onto your model and have it so that it goes over onto the card. And if you notice what I'm doing as I'm putting it on, I'm going to go over it with water, just trying to spread out the plaster that's on there. You have to do it piece at a time when you're doing this, otherwise it goes to mush, which we don't really want to happen. So you can start just building up your image just using this stuff here, and it can be going over there, etc. I'm not going to do it all at the minute, but I just want to mention that if I want some depth in there in the mouth, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to support it over there like so, and just let that hang loose in the middle there. It will dry rock hard. So again, in we go, and just let it hang there like so, and you can then have a piece coming here and going down there, and just blend it in with it. You can always put some more on later on when this is dry. That's basically how you go about building up your basic shape. Eventually you'll be painting onto this to make it more realistic. And if there are any sections on here that you think, oh, I want to make it a little bit bigger, you might want to consider just mushing up some of your Modroc. So as an example here, I'm just going to mush up this eye. This eye, in fact, I'm going to sort of bring it down a little bit like this to start with. And all I'm doing is just making a thick mushy blob there, like so. And once you've got it to how you want it, you then put strips across it like that. And that, I'm doing that to sort of fit in with my actual picture. Where the eyes are then concerned, I can also again just whack that over like that and just fill that in. Okay, like I say, as you go along, it is useful to smooth it as you go along, because you do get rid of a lot of these little holes, etc. If you don't like doing it with your hands, you can always get a paintbrush and just use that to go over it. And it's with plaster of Paris, it's what it calls going off. It starts to go off very quickly, and once it's gone off, you can't do anything else with it. Okay, so I'll leave it at that at the minute, and then we'll see how we get on. Okie dokes.